I'm going to share something with you right now that's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of headache, and it's going to piss a lot of you off, and I don't care, okay? And that is, I'm going to tell you a state, not a couple of cities, an entire state that I would avoid doing business in with this model, with Rank and Rank. I wouldn't build a lead gen site here if you paid me, okay? And that is the state, the sunny state of California. Some of you guys are going to be not surprised at all. I'm going to be like, yeah, that makes sense, just because. Some of you guys live there and you're going to get pissed off and go, oh my gosh, you're talking about my state. It ain't about you. I'm not trying to be mean, whatever. I'm just telling you from personal experience, okay? Now, I will tell you, back when I used to do door-to-door sales, I have knocked doors in a lot of states. And bar none, the most difficult, hardest state to get deals in was California. Okay, now the reason I'm telling you that is because, yes, I may be a little bit jaded from that. However, when I got into this business, I thought, you know what? That state, it's a huge state. There's a lot of people there. There's a lot of good cities. It's sunny year round. Like, everything checks the boxes. But I will tell you this, okay? Number one is that some of the biggest, like when I'm cold calling, when I'm getting business owners on the hook and trying to get deals, overwhelmingly, the most amount of problems that I've run into, the rudest business owners, the least understanding come from California, okay? Again, I don't care if this offends you and you don't want to listen to anything else I say. I'm going to save you money by doing this. So number one is pound for pound. If you spent, let's say 2 weeks calling business owners in California and you spent 2 weeks calling business owners in Nebraska, you're going to have a much more enjoyable time for your psyche, for your morale, calling the people in Nebraska, and you're probably going to have a lot more success, okay? So if I'm looking at just that alone, if they're similar, right? If I'm getting similar results and I'm able to charge roughly the same amount of money in both states, then Nebraska makes way more sense. So number one is you're dealing with way more rude business owners. And to the business owners in California that are watching this, to your credit, you guys get pounded by like phone calls. You guys get pounded. When I did door-to-door sales, they got pounded by door-to-door sales. Everyone wants to go there. It's such a big city. It's warm, all that. I get it, okay? But the business owners are rude. Flat out, pound for pound. Yes, there's some nice ones, but most of them are dicks. It is what it is, okay? And I'm just being real here. Secondly, I've noticed that most of the skeptical people I've had to deal with, like, you know, when you call that person, and maybe if you haven't cold called, you need to start. But if you've cold called before and you've just had the person that goes, "Oh, that sounds like a scam," or "Oh, that sounds like why would I pay you?" or "Oh, this," or "Oh, that," and they're just very, very, very skeptical. That's California. Okay, that is overwhelmingly more so happening in California than any other state. And again, I'm going to give the blame to the fact that they get pounded over and over and over. There's just a more skeptical type of person and business owner that lives in that state. The third reason why I'm avoiding it like the plague is out of intuition. If there was a state that I was like, oh, I'm going to have to deal with the business owner that's going to get pissed because I accidentally used his business name or her business name because it's generic, let's call it riversideconcrete.com, it would be in California, okay? I've done that before, and I've had it happen where I accidentally use the name of an actual business in another state, and the business owner calls me, and sometimes they're not happy, but they're cool. They're like, you know what? Just change it. And I'm like, well, technically I don't have to because you don't have a trademark, but just because I don't want to cause a fight, I'm going to do it, okay? This is gut. This is my gut. This is not facts. I kind of believe it's facts, but if that were going to happen and there was going to be that one business owner that took it all the way to the courts and just decided to burn his stuff to the ground or her stuff to the ground just to make me suffer, my gut tells me it would be in California. And that is because of all the other things. So here's the underlying thing, guys. Can you do deals in California? Yes. Have I made money in California? Yes. However, listen to me, there is easier money to be made outside of the state of California than inside of the state of California. And if you're not getting paid triple the amount of money to be in California, why would you go through the pain to do business in California? Now, some of you are watching this and you're like, oh crap, I have 10, 15, 20 websites in California because I live here. That's okay. If those sites are producing leads, you can still find business owners. You can still make money. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is if you're brand new or you're looking at doing new cities, don't do any more in California, okay? Everyone else is doing California because it's such a big state and all these different reasons. So let's go. And my whole thesis of my entire life has been where everybody else doesn't want to be, that's where I want to be, okay? I want to go into the niches everyone else thinks are boring. I'm going to go there. I want to go into the cities no one else wants to touch. Everyone wants to go into these big, massive cities. I want to go into the rink-a-dink cities because no one else wants to touch them. And guess what? A dollar is a dollar is a dollar. And my game is I want to make money. I don't care about being in LA. I don't care about being in San Francisco. I want to make freaking money. So if you guys want to avoid a lot of headache, you guys want to save money, and you want to keep your morale up, avoid the state of California.